My husband and I, we did pre-approval. I don't know if any of you have bought houses before, but that's the smart thing to do. It gives you a more powerful bargaining chip. So, because you can go straight to the seller and be like, accept my offer. I'm already pre-approved, which means you know I've got the money, blah, blah, blah. So, anyway, so we were pre-approved. So this house was also in a really nice neighborhood, a very desirable area. And it was also priced below market value. So, because of that, oh, and you guys have to remember too, I know the housing market is down, but it is not down in Houston. In Houston, it is up. The housing market is great, so we don't have the luxury of being able to offer way below because, you know, the market's bad, because it's not bad here. You know, here we're thriving. So anyway, and it's largely because people here didn't overprice their houses to begin with, like part of the rest of the country that was being stupid about it. So we didn't have as far to fall whenever the market crashed. But anyway, so we decided to offer, this is how aggressive we were. We offered their asking price and agreed to pay closing cost. That's a really good offer. That's hard to beat. So we were pretty confident, you know. And then on Monday we get a call, and there was like a hiccup in our loan. They needed this one other document from our agent in Austin from that house. And it ended up being not a big deal at all, but it stressed me out so much. I was just so worried, and it didn't get resolved till Tuesday. So then our offer was sitting in there, blah, blah, blah. So then it finally got resolved, and it was like, oh, phew. It was like no big deal, but we thought it would be, and that was stressful. And then waiting for them to see if they would accept our offer was stressful. And so then my husband calls me, and he tells me that they took another offer. And I was like, well, who the heck else beat our offer? So someone must have offered more for the house or something. They must have known it was a good deal, because that's the only way they could have beaten our offer. But needless to say, I was really sad. So we were like, well, great, you know. And during the summer, the housing market, you know, it slows down. People put homes up for sale before the summer. So there's just not as many homes out. We pretty much looked at every home that was in our price range that was also met other criteria like size and neighborhood status, because we really want a good neighborhood, good schools, because we're thinking about the kids. Anyway, it was just bleh. And I just kept thinking, you know, the baby, blah, 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 I need to get into a house. So we were like, okay, let's go look right now. So on, that was Wednesday, we found out somebody else took the offer. And on Wednesday, we went and looked at other houses. So we went and looked at the one, that second choice house, right? We looked at it again, and we were just like, it's so nice, you know? And we were like, do you think we could offer less? But see, here's the thing. So that house had already actually had only been on the market for like 20 days or something at the time. And it had already had several full price offers, and they had taken one. And that offer, the person's financial backing had fallen through. So those people had several offers at full price and lost the deal. So they were very desperate to sell now, because they just need to relocate. So after the open house on Sunday, they hadn't had any offers. So they went from having several offers at full price to no offers after 3 days of the open house, in a market where houses that nice for that price go really quickly. So I think that they were a little concerned. So because of that, my agent was like, we can use that to our advantage. Let's offer, you know, $5,000 less than asking, blah, blah, blah. And so we were like, okay. So we went and looked at one other house. It was big. It had a pool, you know, but it just wasn't, and it was in a nice neighborhood, but not as good. So we just liked the other house better. And so anyway, so we put an offer, we drew up an offer that night. And on Thursday, we were called into the office to sign the new contract, the new offer contract. We signed it and finished doing it. My husband just came, had a long lunch, and at 1:30 they turned in our offer letter. Well, my husband got home at about 5:15, and he was on the phone when he got in. They had already accepted our offer. So they accepted our offer that same day, just several hours later. That was it. And they didn't even haggle, guys. Like, they took our offer straight up. They even agreed to, like, we had some things we wanted them to fix, and they were like, okay. So, yeah, so someone accepted our offer. So, guys, we are buying a house. Woo! So that was the end of that long story. And that is another reason why I've been so busy. While the lighting's making me look kind of blue. So, yeah, like, I don't know. So obviously we still have to finish closing and everything, but we're pre-approved, and they already started our underwriting on our final approval. So if anything fell through at this point, it wouldn't be on our end. And I don't think they're even allowed to back out now, I guess. I don't know. I don't think they would. But anyway. So yeah, yeah, we bought a house. And hopefully everything follows through. And like I said, and we get to actually close pretty quickly, because right now in the market it's taking 30 to 45 business days to close on a house, which is really long. But it's because, you know, there's a lot of problems right now. So all the lenders, all the mortgage companies are being very paranoid and taking a really long time. But because of our situation where we're pre-approved and they already started underwriting, which is part of final approval and everything, they're able to close quickly. So the sellers really want to get out of that house. So we're going to have a closing on July 17th. And so that's really soon, and I'm so happy. And they were worried we wouldn't take it because you have to pay interest for half the month of mortgage or whatever. But I was like, yes, because what we're going to do is we're going to get in there and paint like the baby's room and everything. And I want to get a clean crew in there. So, you know, a cleaning crew to clean the whole house, because I'm not going to feel like doing it. And the house is actually spick and span, but whenever, you know, when people move out of a house, like, it just could get dirty or dusty. So I want the whole house cleaned from like top to bottom. So we're just going to you can hire a whole cleaning crew for like $800. And I know that sounds like a lot, but I'm talking like you can get maids and things for cheaper, but like a clean crew goes in with like a fine tooth comb, and they get everything. So we're going to get the vents cleaned. I mean, everything. The house is going to be like spick and span. So we have plenty of time to do that now, and I'm just really excited, and I'm relieved because I just really need to get into a house, and I've been really stressed not having my own home and just living out of a suitcase and boxes and not having my furniture, and it's been driving me insane, and I'm really happy. And I can't believe we're moving into this super fancy neighborhood. This neighborhood is so kid-friendly, too. It's just going to be great the more kids we have. First off, the house is a good size. It's like 2,600 square feet. It's 4 bedrooms, game room and a living room, you know, formal dining, breakfast room, kitchen, all the standard, you know, blah, 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 blah. It's got a covered back patio, like a huge one, with this really awesome brick stone stuff. I mean, it's just so nice. Yeah, the neighborhood is really cool. It has multiple pools, tennis courts. It has a skate park. It has recreational fields for soccer and baseball. It has a dog area. It has walking trails, bike trails. It has a clubhouse that you can like rent or just go hang out in. A gym. It has a gym, guys. And so yeah, our homeowner fees are pretty high, but it's worth it because of everything you get and the manned gate. So it's really cool. Like it's like a nice neighborhood. And we just got such a good deal because this house was just priced below what it should be because those people needed to leave. So it's all working out the way I guess it's supposed to be. And in theory, by July 18th, can be in that house painting. Well, I won't paint, but they'll paint. And so anyway, I'm just really happy, and I hope nothing goes wrong. I don't see why it would at this point, but those people already are packing their house up, so I think they're ready to get out of there. So yeah, so that's my big exciting news and why I have been so long to update, and it's just a relief because I don't know, I just really wanted a house soon, and it was kind of driving me crazy. And so, and you guys know it's been a long process, and I just was like this, you know, because when we got pregnant, you know, we already had a home with 4 bedrooms and a place for our baby, and the move was always this move wasn't part of the plan, you know. It's just my husband had a fantastic job. This one here was just they offered him a better job. They just wanted him, and you can't at our age, how young we are, that opportunity to be where he's at, you just can't pass it up, especially whenever the job location happens to be where both your families live. I mean, that's just too much of a sign that you're supposed to be somewhere else. So it's all been worth it, but it has been stressful, and I'm just really looking forward to getting to actually set up my little girl's room. And we did get paint. We picked a paint sample. It's called French Pink, so I'm really happy. So that's this 2-part episode, 2-part update. And I know I rambled on a lot about the house, but I just had to share it with you guys, so I'm really excited. And then I'm gonna have the Q&A video up as well. So yeah guys, yay! That's it for this update, week 26, and I guess the subsequent 25. And I will see everyone next week. Bye.